Season 2. Hellfire Gala. Join VC? Well, let me hear what they say first, and then I'll join. I won't be able to hear what they say. Let me actually watch this first, and then I'll join the VC later.
Dear Rivals, Guang Guang here. Welcome to Season 2 of Marvel Rivals.
Yeah. New heroes, new maps, and new team-ups. Okay, new team-ups. Who's your new heroes?
After the intense Eternal Night saga and the defeat of Dracula, Emma Frost has prepared a lavish celebration of Dracula. Emma Frost.
Oh my God! Yo! What is going on with the Snow Bunny season in this game, son? What are those? Hey, Chun-Li, stand aside. God damn, there's a new Thigh Queen in the business. And she's the hottest commodity around right now. What the f? And she had those X on her shins. That's pretty nice. Oh, dude, bro. Hey, she may be top 1 right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. She may be being stormed for top 1, the hottest characters in the game. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Holy shit. Watch this first. No, I'm committed to this. I'm watching this first. I'm already here. I'm not gonna deviate. I'm watching this and then I'll watch that later. Whatever this is. What is this? I'm not gonna deviate. Oh, that's the Emma Frost thing? Emma Frost, White Queen. Yeah. White Queen is... I'm gonna watch that later. Yeah, because I think I saw it before on the thing, but this came out first. I'm watching this first. Why would I watch that when this came out after on the website? Let me see here. Yeah, this came out. Yeah, this came out first. I'm watching this thing. Hold on. Guan. Yo, listen, I need to see, cosplayers. You gotta come with the right energy, too. You have to come with the right energy, too. All right, don't this, bro. This is something I'll... The things I would do. Ah! Bro, listen, I understand that a lot of dudes prefer white meat. I prefer dark meat. And Emma Frost has way too much dark meat. It is fucking nuts. Gooner, yeah, dude, they know every character, particularly if they're superheroes, should look phenomenal, right? It makes the most sense. When you're playing a video game, for the most part, you want to play a character that's like appealing. For the most part. Sometimes you can fuck around with characters that's in Dark Souls. Okay, fine. But when you're playing as superheroes, they shouldn't look mundane and lame. Like any old motherfucker could be that person. They need to look extraordinary. The guys gotta look insanely buff, ripped, torn out of their fucking minds. Namor has a naked fucking skin, damn near. It's like, yo, what is this, dude? He just has shorts, like goddamn bike shorts on, like Namor chill. Cool Khan has to relax. Emma Frost bringing the right energy. Yo, this is one of the best skins in the game. One of the best builds in the game. Shit, hey, you know what? I'm not even a minute in. I'm not 30 seconds in, and I'm already like on full goon mode right now. It's crazy. This is primal. Like, this is straight up primal energy just surging right now. Hey, she may be the #1 girl. She probably is. Because she hits my notes way too damn nicely.
Has prepared a lavish celebration, inviting everyone to don their best attire.
New outfits, I'm assuming? Who the fuck is that? Is that Moon Knight? With the hoodie. This could be actually a new fit for Scarlet Witch. Wolverine new fit, kind of nice.
Adventure to the mutant heaven.
That's Doom? Ooh, that's Doom.
Of the living island.
I'm getting a lot of links. Come on, I'm just trying to watch this. I'm not even in. I'm not. Okay. If you guys listen, Twilight, Revan, I appreciate it, but I'm
do all.
Okay, thank you. That should watch too, but I'm gonna commit to one watch right now, and then I'll double back to these things. I'm gonna just commit.
Krakoa for the annual Hellfire Gala. But as we all know, heroes never truly get a peaceful vacation.
True.
The uninvited Ultron has crashed the party, and the attending
Ultron.
heroes must spring into action to protect Krakoa's greatest treasure from his grasp. Emma Frost is a formidable vanguard.
Oh my god. Oh, I just want my face just fucking squeeze. Just squeeze. Yeah. I'm going back. No one stop me. No one stop me. What the fuck just happened, bro? Hey, she might be top one, and she's like diffing everybody the entire story right now. Stand up? Fuck no.
From his grasp.
You know, actually, I will stand up. But my desk will stand up with me. You can't get this W.
Emma Frost is a formidable.
Oh, good Lord. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Vanguard, a master of telepathy and a shining diamond on the battlefield.
She's a fucking she's a vanguard. How is she a vanguard? I need to see this fucking. I need to see this.
She can adeptly utilize her telepathic and diamond
abilities
as the situation demands.
Yeah, Revan. I've noticed that. Thank you.
Standing at the forefront.
That's why the reaction, Revan. Yes, well done. You've caught on, sir.
And to show her allies.
Standing at the front, we'll get it away, Revan. Standing at the forefront of the shield, her allies
and obliterate her foes. And as for Ultron,
stay
tuned for the exciting updates in Season 2.5.
Strategist?
In Season 2, we will introduce the first adjustments to team-up abilities. Welcoming new team-ups.
You team-ups? Okay, so we see the same old team-ups. The same teams I'm seeing so far. These two are coming. Oh, Emma Frost, Magneto, and Psylocke. Bucky and fucking Captain America for what? Arcane Order? Oh shit, dude. Unavailable is Thor, Storm, and okay, why? And then also Magneto and Psylocke. It's gonna go. So Magneto gets a fucking. So Magneto's getting a nerf. He's getting a nerf. Magneto's getting a nerf.
While tweaking or removing
some. Okay.
Some existing ones. We hope that these dynamic changes will enhance our heroes and gameplay environment.
Emma is gonna be a problem, bro.
More thrilling experience.
Emma's gonna be a problem. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. She's already a problem. Bro, her with Sue and Cloak and Dagger, mainly Dagger, on a team, vicious snow bunnies, like on some ReZero shit, vicious.
Since the launch of Season 1, we've been deeply contemplating how Marvel Rivals can continuously deliver fun and engaging experiences for you all. During this time, several discussions on social media have certainly added some pressure on us to keep the game as exciting as it has been since December.
Well, so far, so good, bros.
We agree. Upon reflection,
damn, crazy. I've been saying for a while now that the hottest girls I've seen in gaming have been Overwatch girls. It looks like for the girls and the guys, Marvel was like, yeah, nah. I mean, after they have the whole Venom Torque session, shit.
The core mission of Marvel Rivals should always be to fulfill everyone's fantasies about Marvel superheroes.
Okay.
But what does that fantasy entail? Is it controlling multiple heroes simultaneously, or providing heroes with diverse experiences that transcend competitive boundaries? We've been exploring new modes and when the prototypes are well defined, we will unveil them as special event game modes.
Really?
Of course.
Control multiple heroes at the same time? How are you going to do that?
To integrate even more exciting Marvel heroes into Marvel Rivals. After extensive internal discussions and thorough evaluations, we've decided that starting from Season 3, the seasons will shift to a 2-month format, with new heroes debuting each month. Additionally, rated systems will...
That's crazy. They want to do a new hero every fucking month? Nah, this game is... Some of these heroes are about to be hella unbalanced, bro. I mean, to be fair, every hero in the game feels strong, but some heroes feel unnaturally strong, and they dictate certain metas pretty nicely. But at the same time, you can ban those characters if you're on a high enough level to where you can always dictate what sort of meta you want to play before you even play the competitive game. So even if the game has balancing problems, you can always just ban the character from being played, and then you can just play, and then you kind of, you know what? I feel like Overwatch should have had that ban system, because I imagine it now, because I remember one of the biggest problems with Overwatch, because I remember I used to follow the Overwatch competitive scene a lot. And I remember the GOATS meta was horrific. Die meta was fun to watch, but GOATS was really bad to watch. And it was boring as fuck. And it was lame because it made every DPS irrelevant. And then they did the role queue instead. But it feels like bans are actually a lot better than role queues. So like, why would you need role queues when you just ban certain characters being played? Like, if you ban Luna Snow, then you prevent a character like Namor from being made way more effective, or let's say Jeff from being more effective too, by just banning Luna Snow. Right? And so you're covering multiple birds. Or let's say if you ban Hulk, then you prevent Iron Man and Strange from being more effective either. So like, a lot of things work pretty nicely. If you just like bans are, I'm surprised that the lower ranks don't get bans. It makes more sense.
Will be adjusted accordingly.
League of Legends.
And we will provide detailed insights before the launch.
Titles are too small to enjoy.
3. With our goal of keeping the audience's excitement alive, just like our opening month. The real adventure with Marvel Rivals is just beginning.
Mission system and adjustment. Well, not end, but mission system adjustment.
Of backend data, we've identified that the current mission system design lacks clarity in guiding players on how to earn chrono tokens through gameplay. This has resulted in some active players being unable to fully claim all rewards from the
chrono tokens are weird as fuck
by the end of the season.
They're weird.
To address this issue, we are implementing weekly missions alongside the existing daily missions and challenges. While the total number of chrono tokens available will remain unchanged, we've rebalanced the distribution.
I'll give this guy credit for trying to at least speak in English, because he understands that, you know, a lot of the market is English for this. Obviously, it's a Marvel game. This adjustment
aims to provide players with a smoother expectation of the chrono tokens they can earn regular login gameplay, ensuring that active players can
I don't want you to hear intro before this.
all Battle Pass rewards by the end
watch
of
this
the season.
first, and I'm going to watch other stuff later. So we're fine. Gifted costume colors and gifting costumes.
We're excited to announce that we will begin adding new color options for some of the more popular costumes. Providing even more
Jesus, okay,
opportunities for personalization. Additionally, we're introducing a new feature that allows players to gift costumes.
I've seen this skin for Hanzo, Black Hawkeye. Nasty work.
To their friends. This enhancement aims to foster better communication and interaction among friends within our game.
Replay compatibility update. Okay.
For Season 2, we've made upgrades to our network protocols to enhance overall performance. Unfortunately, this means that replays from Season 0 and Season 1 will no longer be supported in a new client version.
I have a few of those too I saved, so fuck.
Your favorite videos to your local hard disk before the season begins.
Damn.
Thanks for your support.
Tournament plans.
As player excitement continues to rise, we are preparing for future tournament plans.
Okay.
We aim for high-level and players.
I think it's pretty cool that they're doing tournaments. Something we should look into for a lot of console players. We need to look into this more often, for sure.
Next,
not like a pro scene thing, but could be a fun thing. Let's say among streamers that actually play my rivals, shit like that.
Team up abilities and balance changes for Season 2.
Okay.
Hey Rivals, Zio here with the latest on Season 2.0.
Jiyoung.
With dynamic changes to team up abilities, sweeping balance adjustments, and big updates to ranked.
These guys need to sit by fire, cookies, and milk next to them. They need to actually maintain frame here. They have a long way to go before they reach certain levels here. Dynamic evolution of team abilities. They have long to go.
Over the past seasons, we've been thrilled by your overwhelmingly positive feedback on our team-up abilities. On one hand,
yeah, no signs of Blade, actually. I'm surprised.
Team-ups have perfectly captured our wildest
But he should be coming at some point.
imagination of iconic superhero pairings.
Okay.
On the other, they've unlocked a whole new dimension of tactical combat. For Season 2, we are launching several brand new team-up abilities while fine-tuning some existing ones, all designed to deliver fresh, pulse-pounding experiences.
The hero is going to be, of course, Emma Frost.
Emma Frost
and Ultra later on.
as the team-up anchor, allowing Psylocke and Magneto to call on the White Queen's psionic abilities to create.
Bro, what the fuck is this? Hold on, I need it. Okay, we're gonna deviate real quick. I need to see what's going on here. Fuck it. Emma Frost, the White Queen. What the fuck is going on here? And way too thick.
The White Queen's reign begins.
Jesus. Diamond form?
You deserve.
She starts with how much HP? She starts with at is that 800? No, that's 500, right? Okay, no. That's 650. Oh, Emma's a problem, bro.
You deserve that, dear. Mind crush.
What is this? So she leaves some sort of fucking crystal in the middle of the field, and Groot's getting killed by that. I mean, Groot, but that seems easy to dodge. Oh, so doesn't Sue do that too? Like Sue has a projectile barrier. She has a larger projectile barrier.
You were beneath.
Yeah. Okay. But the way it's shaped, I don't think, like, for example, you know how, like, bro, she is dummy thick. I know, it's crazy. And I love it. I fucking love it. But let me stop gooning for a second here, okay? Thank God my desk also raises too with me. Plenty of space to operate. There are some ultimates that you can't fully block as a barrier character in this game. When Magneto has his power, Magneto can block a lot of things. But let's say, for example, he can block Iron Man's ult directly, but if it hits the ground and it shields the aim at the ground completely, he'll get hit by the ultimate anyway. If there's a gap between, let's say, the ground and shield, or the thing's clobbering time. The thing's clobbering time, he will smash the ground. Shield or no shield, you're getting hit. You're getting hit no matter what. So it feels like some of these ults are harder to block, way more so. And because her shield has that distinct gap, it's a pretty big diamond. But there's a clear gap over here. So like this would not be good for, let's say, block ultimates. No. But to negate a lot of damage, just say in certain, oh, this is a new map? Huh. But like negating a lot of damage for, let's say, in chokes is pretty good.
You were beneath me.
Yeah, I pre-watched. Impervious? Oh, it's like Arissa's golden form.
Impervious.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
You can do a grab like you're the Hulk?
How embarrassing.
And it has knockdown. Ooh, it has knockback, bro. Yo, I want this to be me, my nigga. I want this to be me. All right, I need to stop. What the fuck just happened to these people?
That's White Queen mind control.
Bro, I can't believe they actually added thigh jiggle physics for her, bro.
That's White Queen mind.
That's ridiculous, bro. Wait, a charm? So this charm, you can't block it? Because wouldn't Namor just be able to use his ability, or does it actually stop your ability from actually functioning? Because they're not attacking her at all. They just... This seems kind of busted as fuck. Yeah, so they don't attack her. The Thing doesn't attack her, nor does Namor or Hela. And it just... So, do you always go for it? Like, for example, if let's say you have a few characters that are hiding in a room, and then you ult as Emma Frost, can you force people to get out of that choke or get out of that room? And they can't attack you?
It's White Queen mind control.
White Queen mind control is going to be problematic, dude. Emma's a problem, bro. Emma's a problem in 2 ways I can't explain. This feels like it's way more of a crowd control type of thing, rather than, let's say, an actual DPS destroy. Well, she's a Vanguard, obviously.
That's White Queen mind control.
Shit, dude. They know what they got. Emma's a problem, man. Emma is a fucking problem. Who is that? Is that Star-Lord? Is that a new Star-Lord skin? Because give me that shit now, ASAP. Fucking look at Rocket over here. These new skins kind of fire skins. Is that? That's fucking Ultron, isn't it? No, is that Iron Man? No, I think it's Iron Man. Never mind. And then, is that T'Challa? Or is that one of the Dora Milaje? Is that what they're called? Oh, it's Ultron. Brother. This is gonna be. Let me see this too. Let me see this one, man. Let me see. There's a lot going on here. This is actually epic as fuck.
Our new guests from.
Oh yeah, actually, I need to play too. The season ends, so I'm gonna try and play more Rivals ranked over the next few days. Yeah.
All our new guests from across the timelines, I welcome you to the Hellfire Gala. Welcome one and all to Krakoa.
Okay, who are you? Is that Hela? Bro, please give me this skin. Who the fuck is this? This is not Captain America, dude. He is way too fucking clean. Oh, that's the Hulk? Nah. Hulk, Black Widow. Oh, spider theme. I see it now. Cap is not fucking looking like... Dude, he looks like Homelander. Like, right now, he's smooth as fuck, but... Don't get this man from a movie theater. If he does, he just start tweaking. No. And make sure no milk. I would make sure that there's no milk being served at all. No. Daredevil? I don't see any Daredevils here. These are characters we know. So this is T'Challa. This is Captain America. Black Widow. I thought that was fucking Hela. Okay, Black Widow and Bruce.
This living island.
Yeah, we see skins before.
Maybe a sovereign mutant
Luna Snow?
nation. But
Nice.
Our
Nice.
home is yours.
President, obviously. New skins there.
Honored guests, I propose a toast to Krakoa. Here
To Krakoa. Oh, Magic has a new skin. An X-Men skin. Actual X-Men skins for Magic and Psylocke.
rivals.
Nice. Bro, these guys are pumping out skins like nobody's business, man.
Man and mutant.
Exterminated. You all belong to history.
To me, my X-Men! This is
Yo, we're Cyclops, bro. Wait a minute. Hold on. What? Is that a canon event? Hey, yo, someone check the canon. Someone check the multiversal webs real quick, okay? Hit up Miles Morales because is that a canon event? Is it? Dude, my X-Men? The fuck? Cyclops, Charles, Jean Grey, Beast, Nightcrawler. We'll get there. Listen, listen. I see thigh jiggle physics. I ain't gonna play it. I'm really not.
Belong to history.
To me, my X-Men! This is a fight for our survival!
What's this fucking? Oh, this is nice. Hold on, let me see. You want me? Okay, what the? Yo, hold on. Am I just an idiot? There you go. Hold on. Yo, I apologize. I for some reason I didn't realize I was watching this shit in like dog shit quality.
Do all our new guests
Yeah.
from across the time.
I watched it in dog shit quality. Dog shit quality. I'm gonna cook. Hold up. Yeah.
Welcome all to Krakoa.
Oh, I get a
This
good sound.
little island may
Yeah.
be a
Now we're
sovereign
talking.
mutant nation.
Now
But
we're talking.
tonight, our home is yours. Honored guests, I propose a toast to Krakoa. Here there are no rivals. Man and mutant
Will be exterminated. You all belong to history.
To me, my X-Men! This is a fight for our survival!
God damn. Magneto should be dipping everybody right here.
I've just
Is that a super Groot?
to see my way as the age of Ultron begins.
Bro, stylistically, all these characters just are so good, bro. Okay, so now that we're out of that 720p bullshit mode, dude, stylistically, all these characters are just so damn good right now. Like, they do a lot of thought process and making sure you get the right neurons getting ticked for the style. Like, whether it be Rocket, whether it be T'Challa, Ultron, of course, the girls. Sometimes, you depend on the guys, too. Like, they will go all out. Like, Cap, Namor, Venom. Ah! Jesus, man. I'm not gonna say shit. Because if I do say shit, I'm gonna get in trouble. Give me Dr. Doom. Okay, so timeout. Who is this person then? Let me see this. Let's go back here for a second.
I propose a toast to Krakoa. Here there are no rivals.
Is that Thor? Didn't Thor get a new skin already? Like, who the fuck is this? Because they're talking to Loki. Is that Moon Knight? That's future Doom? Oh, that cam's locking it. Fair enough, true. I'm wondering who this person is right here. Doom 2099. Wait, so what happened to the other? Because aren't the Dooms right now fighting across space and time? And that's like the main issue that's going on right now with the Rift. Is that going on in season 2 still? Or is that not happening in season 2 anymore? Did that end? It's ongoing. So that's another Doom variant. Okay. It's the primary story of Marvel Rivals. Okay, I got you.
Man and mutant.
Will be exterminated.
I did want to see, as a Star-Lord man, I did want to see also my fucking boy Star-Lord's new skin. But this looks really good. All this looks really hype. Again, more reason to have Marvel Rivals as like a mainstay game. A mainstay game. It really, like they're doing a lot of work for Marvel Rivals, and I don't see them stopping anytime soon. Marvel Rivals probably go on for at least like another like 6-7 years comfortably at this rate. 4K, me, please. Thank you. Okay, so now that I've gotten out of the way, what the fuck are these goddamn team-ups?
Psylocke and Magneto to call.
Yeah, Overwatch is... Bro, the moment you introduce jiggle physics for thighs, and then you got everyone, every male that can still move their meat, so 70 and under, bro. There are 68-year-old men right now like, woo! Hey! I follow the Snow Queen, baby. Yeah, let's fucking go. I'm sorry, the White Queen. Yeah. You got black men going, White Queen. Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Any nigga. See, this is what they should have for Tracer. This is what they should have done when they had the ass poses. They don't give a fuck over here. China, we know what people want. Hot characters, male or female. Make it happen. New team up. What the hell's the... Okay, mental projection. So she can make a clone the character?
On the
Like Loki?
Queen's psionic abilities to create illusory projections. At the heart of this pairing, Doctor Strange shares his arcane mastery with Scarlet Witch, imbuing her chaos energy with a new mind-bending magical ability. Captain
Oh my god, she's gonna be playable now. Fuck me.
America's unwavering courage and unbreakable camaraderie inspire Winter Soldier to leap towards allies at critical moments.
What? Wait, time out. Stars align. Captain America, Winter Soldier. What the hell are you doing? Captain America, unwavering courage and unbreakable camaraderie inspires Winter Soldier to leap towards allies at critical moments. He gets a thing? Protection?
At critical moments and dish out a relentless counterattack.
The hell? Now it's kind of confusing, but it feels like it's like a thing, like last second protection. Let's say you ult, and then you're Bucky. Captain America is called, but let's say a Groot ult. You can dive in there and help negate some of that damage in the middle of the Groot ult.
In our quest to keep the tactical landscape sharp and prevent any one hero from being in an overabundance of team-up abilities, or total the number of team-ups from ballooning too quickly, we are streamlining some of our existing ones, including removing some team-up abilities altogether and removing or adding members. Here's what's changing. Metallic Chaos.
They did not fucking change the Star-Lord one, thank God. That's my shit right there. So, Metallic Chaos.
A Voltaic Union will be completely removed from the game.
Damn, why? Magneto was strong, but Voltaic Union, I don't think was an issue. I mean, Storm is a strong character, don't get me wrong, but you have to play fucking Captain America and Thor. And as a tank duo, Captain America and Thor are a very odd tank duo choice. They really, really are. But I can understand, yeah, so Magneto gets for sure a nerf because this shit's gone.
Metallic Chaos.
It's because they gave him another team up with Emma Frost instead. I mean, honestly, I'll be with you. Like, the team with Emma Frost making the illusionary clones, that to me seems, because they're very distinct clones. Like, you can tell that they're clones. But that, I think the Metallic Chaos is better. I mean, from what I can tell, it seemed to be better, honestly. Because you also remember, too, you're also getting, I think it's because you also have a buff that's happening for, he gets one for Emma Frost and she gets one for Doctor Strange. So they're kind of promoting more, I think, team-ups more. So they're removing this sort of duo to make, I think, Scarlet Witch more playable. I believe so.
A Voltaic Union will be completely removed from the game. Psylocke.
Loki clones, but the Loki's clones are easier to tell. I mean, sorry, Loki's clones are hard to tell apart, which one's actually a clone or not. That one's easy. You know who's clone, who's not a clone. Easy, I think, to take care of.
Will be removed from dimensional shortcut. Winter Soldier.
Huh?
The game. Psylocke will be removed from dimensional shortcut.
Oh, because Emma Frost duo thing.
Winter Soldier will no longer be part of ammo overload.
Listen, the Captain America buff that Bucky gets is nice and all, but that's way more defensive. This one is that is a Bucky nerf, no matter how you slice it. That is a Bucky nerf, no matter how you fucking slice it. Infinite ammo for a longer period of time, we just boom, 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 that's gone. Shit, dude.
Namor is being removed.
Whoa! Giga Namor nerf!
From sharing charisma.
Holy shit! That is a giga. That is a giga Namor nerf. Whoa, dude, damn. Namor doesn't get that third squid? Shit, dude, that's fucking, that squid slows you down too. That's crazy. And I was playing more Namor as of late too. Damn, shit. All right.
Doctor Strange is stepping back from Gamma Charge, when Namor will be joining the party, complete with the ability to summon Gamma supercharged monster spawns.
What the fuck? Huh? Wait, okay. Okay. Time out. Time out. Time out.
Complete with the ability to
What? He can summon Gamma supercharged monstro spawns? What are these spawns? Number one. Number two, I still think it's a nerf. I'm gonna tell you why. Not as big as nerf, fair enough, fine. But you have to play Iron. I don't think Namor and Iron Man are a good DPS duo. But when Namor has a buff because of the supports, it's different. Luna Snow is a very strong support character. I think she's probably number 2 behind Sue. That's what I think. No. Number 3. I would say that Loki's probably the number. Yeah, no, Loki is the best support in the game, I think, because he can just copy anybody for the most part. Then I would say it's probably Stu. Then I would say it's probably Luna Snow. And Namor being assisted by Luna Snow, I think, is strong, especially against anti-dive. Namor joining, you have to play the Hulk. The Hulk is the cornerstone of the fucking team up. And the Hulk is not strong in the meta right now. He used to be for sure, but Hulk is not strong. I guess it depends on how good these supercharged monstro spawns are. You don't need to play Hulk to get the squid. You don't need Iron Man. Fair enough, fine. You need the Hulk, but Hulk ain't strong. And even still, because I think that right now the Thing is way better than the Hulk. I agree with you. I think that the Thing is way better than the Hulk. But yeah, this patch was fair enough, fine. But the Thing is fucking nuts.
summon Gamma supercharged monster spawns.
Let's see. Battle judgments. Okay. For a quote-unquote fair fight.
As Season 1.5 comes to a close, our analysis backed by community feedback, epic battles from top-tier players, and hard data reveals that our roster and lineup choices have remained dynamic and diverse. Consider the strength of shields combined with the mighty duo of Groot and the Thing in the triple Vanguard lineup.
Jesus.
With Magneto's damage and up, this setup gains increased initiative on flanks and enhanced pressure capabilities. Moreover, a pair of control-driven ultimates abilities synergizing with Magneto's
all against standard
double strategies lineups can deliver staggering burst damage, overriding enemy healing and securing a pinpoint KO. Then there's the dynamic pairing of Groot and Winter Soldier, where every move counts.
Notice how Groot is like Groot can effectively make any ultimate easier in the game. Like Winter Soldier, Namor, Magneto. If you just do I am Groot, everyone gets stuck into one spot, boom, it's easy. Let's die work.
Whether Winter Soldier's mechanical arm wheels enforced for Groot's rapid wall barricade to cut off enemy vision and healing, or Groot unleashing his ultimate while the Winter Soldier utilized the splash damage from his main weapon to rapidly chip away a health, before finishing off enemies with his own ultimate ability. These synergies are as visually mesmerizing as effective. Not to mention our classic pairings, Hela and Loki, Adam Warlock and Star-Lord Mantis, and Hawk and Doctor Strange, each of which continues to prove their competitive might. This is exactly the kind of diverse
Hawk and Strange no longer exists as a pair. And I have Namor in there.
And we are committed to preserving each hero's unique flavor and potential.
Flavor! It's like Frankie did.
Next, Let's talk about some of the adjustments coming in Season 2. We are aware that some heroes have been
current build for
struggling to
Hellfire.
find their place in the broader battlefield.
Sure.
Such as Penny Parker,
yes.
Scarlet Witch,
Yes.
Mr. Fantastic,
Fuck this nigga.
Black Widow,
Hell no.
Rocky Raccoon, and the lovable Jeff the Land Shark.
Here's a hot take I have, okay?
Black Widow, Penny Parker.
I think that for the health of the game, I think that there are certain characters that need to be lesser characters. Other characters need to be like lower rung in the, on the totem pole. I feel like characters like Black Widow, when you give her that Mantis team up, she can one-shot you, but she can't one-shot you when she does that team up, which I think is pretty good for the game. I think that stubborn character should not be able to one-shot you across the map. I feel like that should not happen, honestly. I think that because that is one of the most unfun things to experience on a regular basis, where you get out of spawn and after a few stages after let's say you're playing against a very cracked out Black Widow with the Mantis team up, you just die. You just get one shot because they get a power boost. Like, fuck. It's like, damn. Or auto lock characters like Scarlet Witch being more powerful, I think is also cringe as fuck too, because you're auto locking. And then so because you're auto locking, it takes very little. It's perceived to be very little, and I think it probably is very little skill when you just and it does it for you. So Penny Parker probably needs a buff, honestly, because Penny mains are some of the most scared pussycats in the business, man. It's like, because of Penny, how she operates, she's in a weird spot where she can't frontline and she can't make space, so she has to be around her fucking goddamn robot nest. And then also, she can't really dive at all either. I think Penny's strongest ability is for sure her CC, that web. That web is actually a pretty damn good ability where she can actually stop ultimates from being used. She can, let's say, web up Doctor Strange before he ults. Let's say Star-Lord. Let's say like any character that's going to be webbed up during the ultimate. I think she's actually pretty, like, that thing is her strongest ability. But Penny mains on average are just terrified of going in and making space like what a tank should do. I think Penny's the worst tank in the game by far. By far.
Scarlet Witch,
Yeah.
Mr. Fantastic.
But again, Scarlet Witch I don't think should ever be strong, because Scarlet Witch, I think she's an auto lock character. All that characters being strong is fucking annoying as hell. It's because it makes the game, the skill level just drops like across the board. Nerf healers already got nerfed. They already got nerfed as it is. What they need is anti-heal in the game. They need anti-heal. If they had anti-heal in the game, that I think is way better than nerfing all the healers. Because again, all the characters should be strong in some way. But certain characters can't be strong than other characters, I think, because it makes the game way more toxic. I feel like with Mr. Fantastic, he needs a strong ultimate, for sure.
Black Widow.
She cannot get a buff. Because if she gets a buff, like an actual substantial buff, it's not healthy for, because Hela as a character is a very fucking, like, a dominant Hela is a nightmare scenario. It's nightmare, dude. She will eradicate your whole fucking squad. Black Widow is not as strong as Hela, but if she gets a buff and becomes stronger than Hela, it's a big problem.
Rocky Raccoon and the lovable Jeff the
Rocket's just whatever. Rocket, I think it probably could be like the best heal in the game, but I think it's still Loki.
Land Shark. To bring more balance and endless tactical possibilities, we will be fine-tuning their strengths via team-up abilities or general balance adjustments. Note that these rebalances demand time for proper calibration, so you will see updates rolling out in both Season 2.0 and Season 2.5.
Good.
Now, let's talk about some of the adjustments coming in Season 2.0. For Vanguard, Penny Parker will receive a buff,
She needs it.
while Captain America, now a new team-up anchor, steps up his competitive edge. Meanwhile, Doctor Strange will see a slight nerf to his offensive power,
Yeah, because the gamma
offset
stuff.
by improved survivability.
Yeah,
For
fair
the
enough.
theorists, expect Scarlet Witch and Winter Soldier to debut brand new aggressive team-up abilities, accompanied by buffs to heroes like Mr. Fantastic,
Didn't y'all just nerf Moon Knight? Now you're gonna buff Moon Knight again? Huh? Okay.
And Moon Knight. Finally, strategists. We are set to enhance Rocket Raccoon's team utility. At the same time, to prevent
We're gonna buff Rocket Raccoon?
to enhance Rocket
Ah! Oh God. You're gonna buff Rocket Raccoon? Shit, nigga, goddamn. Alright, bro. I'm seeing these patch notes. We're gonna buff Rocket?
Raccoon's team utility. At the same time, to prevent battles from dragging on courtesy of Loki's
Bro, I've been fucking playing these guys. I've been actually playing these guys more often too. It's crazy.
regeneration domain and Adam Warlock's zone bond.
Loki's regeneration domain. Oh wait, like Loki's immortality field is gonna get nerfed, and Adam Warlock's soul bond. Fuck me. Okay.
We will implement modest nerf to keep the fight fast, furious, and fundamentally fun. Keep your eyes peeled for our upcoming balance update announcement, where we will dive even deeper into these changes. The season 1.5
Because my two main healers I use are Mantis and Loki, so
hero pick
I've been doing some Adam Warlock, but they're getting nerfed.
rates and win rates
We're not
are
Mantis.
also set to be reviewed shortly.
Okay. Rank adjustments, rank reset, and map rotation.
When Season 2.0 launches, we are shaking up competitive play by resetting ranks. Based on your Season 1.5 standings, each player will drop 9 divisions. For instance,
Oh, what the fuck? So if you're like Diamond 1, you go down to like Diamond 3 or Platinum 1?
if you ended Season 1.5 at Diamond 1, you will start your Season 2.0 journey as Silver 1.
Okay, I completely fucking missed the math in that one. I thought it said 9 ranks, so I thought we included... Wait, what the fuck? 9 ranks. Hold on. Diamond 1, then you go to Diamond 2, Diamond 3. Hold on. So you go Diamond 1, Diamond 2, Diamond 3, Platinum 1, Platinum 2, Platinum 3, Gold 1, Gold 2, Gold 3. Oh, unless it's Diamond 2, Diamond 1. Okay, so Diamond 2, Diamond 3, then Platinum 1, Platinum 2, Platinum 3, then Gold 1, Gold 2, Gold 3. Ah, and then Silver 1. Yikes. Okay. 9 ranks is kind of crazy, but whatever. They should just do the whole match thing where like you just play a few matches. Like that's what they should do in Overwatch. Like I mean, from Overwatch, you just play a bunch of matches and then you just get your rank based on your skills.
Coinciding with the season update and with the increase in maps, we will be rotating maps to keep the battlegrounds fresh. For Season 2.0, Hellfire Gala Krakoa will enter the competitive pool, while Yaska Royal Palace and Tokyo 2099 Shim Shibuya will be retired from Royal Palace and Tokyo 2000.
So you got rid of, okay, so you add in the Hellfire Gala domination map. You remove the domination, the convergence map of Tokyo?
99 Shim Shibuya will be retired from ranked play. Tournaments will use the same map rotation.
Yeah, for comp only, but I'm surprised they decided to remove the maps. Wait, I'm surprised. Just why not keep them all in there? What the fuck?
As the competitive, but quick match
Why do that?
and custom games will still feature every map. No rotation there.
Huh? That felt like a very unnecessary change to me,
feedback
honestly.
About competitive play, and here's how we are leveling up the experience. First, we are raising the minimum level requirement for competitive to give new players more time to truly master the basics before stepping up to the big leagues. Also, pick and ban will now come into play starting from Gold 3 rather than Diamond tier.
What the fuck did they say? I just said before they should do this more often. Good. Yeah, I don't understand why they don't have the bands at a lower rank. And now, okay, now you have gold instead of diamond. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense.
When a team includes players from Eternity or One Above All, only dual queuing will be allowed.
So if you're a attorney running above all, you can't be stacking, dude. You can't be doing, oh, I'm gonna do a streamer lab. No streamer, no. You wanna get a duo. Choose wisely, bitch. Ooh. Ooh.
Finally, you all know that the score you earn per competitive match is determined by both the outcome and your individual performance. With the launch of Season 2.0, we will be increasing the weight of individual performances. The better you perform, the more points you will earn in victory.
But what determines how good you perform? Is it like, fuck, I don't know.
And the fewer points you will lose in defeat.
So, like, for example, I know it's harder for, let's say, melee characters to get more kills. So do melee characters have a harder time, let's say, earning a lot more because it's hard for them to actually get more kills where, let's say, a hit scan can, let's say, graze a character and then they get a kill. You know, like they're awarded a kill. Is it, okay, well, you have to get more final, so like are final blows or final hits awarded more? But final hits, let's say, someone like Scarlet Witch can, let's say, suck on someone and they die, but all the damage, let's say, done by Punisher or by Black Panther. You know, but it's worth the Scarlet Witch. So does she actually, like, I feel like this would be in favor of certain characters more so other characters. That's what I feel. No death, yeah. Like if you don't die or if you die less, does that factor how well you perform too?
We know many of you are interested in the distribution of players across the Season 1.5 tiers. To satisfy your curiosity, please enjoy this detailed histogram that lays it all out.
Really? Most players are in gold. Actually play competitive. Because you start off on bronze 3 if you don't play competitive at all. I'm going to try to get the Grandmaster when I start playing again in the next few days. When does the season end? It ends in 4 days, right?
In closing, thank you all for your unwavering support and passion. We can't wait to party with you at the Hellfire Gala. Ignite the battle.
Oh, yeah. On the 11th, got you. Okay. All right, that was actually really nice. That was really nice to roll through that. That was a very good session. Appreciate that. And I'm looking forward to abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah. The White Queen. I am. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a big fan. But let me see what's going on with you guys real quick. Because I do play some God of War. Boom. Oh shit, is my stuff here? Okay, I got Amazon delivery soon. So but before that, let me see what's going on with you guys. Because I'm doing review of these patch notes. I've arrived.
Oh, welcome. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, most
of the balance is pretty straightforward, but some of it needs to be explained and to make sure Revan doesn't blow a head gasket.
No, shut the fuck up. Okay. Let's start with how'd you like the trailers? Like,
no, it was great. Absolutely. I'm gonna be playing a lot of White Queen. Absolutely.
Oh, so am I. So am I.
You're not a tank player. Okay.
She's my favorite X-Men.
She is?
To be fair, he has talked about wanting Emma Frost in the game for a while. He has talked about wanting Emma Frost for a while now.
Wait, so not Logan, not Nightcrawler, not Cyclops, not Jean Grey. Okay, fair enough. Okay. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised.
First things first, like gooning excitement aside.
To be fair, my favorite X-Men's not in the game yet, which is Nightcrawler. So
yeah, I want Nightcrawler bad. I really do.
Okay, so
Nightcrawler seems like if they could somehow make his teleporting, like his BAM thing, work in the game, I would play Nightcrawler all fucking day.
Hell yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so first things first, Vanguard.
Yes.
Captain America. Steve will undergo some adjustments to his survivability, leading to a slight decrease in overall resiliency. Reduce base health from 675 to 650.
Insane.
Reduce the shield value of Living Legend, which is his ultimate, from 400 to 360. 350.
So his ultimate gets weaker, and his base health goes down. So he gets nerfs. But he has that team-up buff.
Right, here's the thing. You'll see it lower below. The team-up buff he gets with Bucky, because he's the anchor, he gets 100 health. So he has 750 health now.
Let's not spoil.
As long as he plays with Bucky.
There. Yeah. That's long.
No. Remember, it's the anchor thing. So even if you don't have the corresponding character on your team, the anchor still gets their bonus.
Like this is his season bonus.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait. So he just gets the bonus. Like he gets the bonus no matter what.
Yeah,
that's what anchors always have. That. Yeah. So his base health now is 750, which is ridiculous.
Oh okay. Yeah, the fun of people still not figuring out what seasonal bonuses are. To be fair, they don't explain it very well.
There's more
because like seasonal... why won't they add that seasonal bonus? Why don't they add that here in the patch notes then?
Yeah. Well, it will be explained.
There's more. Okay. There's more to his seasonal buff down below, but I'll wait till you get to that. I just wanted to say
hold on, wait.
Because of the health bonus, he is at 750 base health, which is a lot.
Okay, that's a lot. Hold on, but real quick, I need to get my Amazon delivery real quick. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no
problem.
Yeah. Don't see any races in the chat.
All right. We'll babysit.
All right, chat. What X-Men character do you want added to the game most of all, who is not currently in the game?
Oh, are we doing this right now? All right, chat. All right, chat. Give your votes.
Relax.
That's because we were talking about X-Men.
Well, no, I mean, to be fair,
like I said, my favorite X-Men is Nightcrawler. I want Nightcrawler in the game.
I mean, memes aside, the character, I mean, I've said this before, the character I want most in this game out of everybody, not even X-Men, just everybody, I want Gambit.
Oh,
I want Gambit, bro.
Gambit is pretty fucking cool.
Gambit's my fucking guy.
Now here's the real question. Do you want Gambit or do you want Channing Tatum's Gambit?
I'm about to make a name of myself here. Whatever.
I mean, the character I want most in the game, my favorite Marvel character of all time is Doctor Doom. But I don't think Doom's going to be a playable character for a while, unfortunately.
Oh, no, that's going to be late if they do that.
It's going to be a minute.
I would assume,
like I did just get Thing, though. Thing is up there for me. I love Ben Grimm.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If we're to consider that the primary storyline of Marvel Rivals takes, let's say, an entire year, and it gets resolved, when the story gets resolved, like in a year or year or two, then Doctor Doom gets added literally at the end.
You say that as Victor Von Doom couldn't be a playable character and the villain still to say like Doom just.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's no reason that he can't be a playable character while everything is still happening. Hell, we're getting Ultron mid-season this season when he's the main villain this season.
Doom's first team up needs to be with Namor, and he steals his fucking whale horn.
No, it's gonna be with Reed.
Doom as he pleases.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Relax. His team up is either with Reed or with Tony. Has to be with one of those two.
Doom would probably have a team up with Reed, if anything.
It'll be with Reed. It'll be with Reed.
I don't know if it would affect Brainiac bounce or whatever the fuck Doom does, but yeah.
Yeah. I guess I am vaguely curious on, because brought it up slightly on what they do kind of plan on doing with the story, because they do seem to have quotation marks a plan when it comes to their story. So I do wonder how that's all panning out in the future.
Yeah.
I remember, like, season 2, like in thinking back on her reveal, this is like the third blonde white woman.
We're on this again.
Yeah. Like,
we're on this shit again. All right.
It's content. Let's say that for season 3, it actually becomes Captain Marvel. That's blonde white woman number 4.
Well, yeah, but unfortunately, people are going to be more annoyed that she's there than anything else. Because people need to remember, people don't hate on Captain Marvel purely because of her movie. Captain Marvel just fucking sucks in everything. Dude, are you aware of probably the most prominent thing that Captain Marvel is in? Or do you know what she does in Civil War 2? Captain Marvel is fucking awful, bro. She's the worst.
I'm pretty sure that we will see it like in this year or like early next year.
Carol Danvers has a history of being a very awful person in the comics.
She's the worst, bro.
Like an actual bad character?
Well, she's just a terrible person.
She's an asshole because she lives off world.
Well, she's a Kree.
She's a lot of things.
Well, I mean, it should be noted that, Captain Marvel in Civil War 2 literally did Minority Report. Like that's literally what she was doing.
Yeah, but you're saying that Captain
what I missed?
Marvel is
We're just saying random bullshit.
yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so back
Definitely
to back to the
Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme will see a reduction in his offensive capabilities, limiting his battlefield control. Decrease daggers of Danak, which is his M1, damage per projectile from 18 to 16. Reduce the Maelstrom of Madness conversion ratio of dark magic to damage from 1.3 to 1.2. The Maelstrom of Madness is basically his passive ability that once it fills up, you have to release all of that, or else you can't. You get
Maelstrom.
You can't heal. You can't get any healing.
Maelstrom of Madness is. It's the charge when you hit people, and then you can expel it all to do damage. The conversion for his damage is at 100%, he does 130 damage. Now
Okay.
it does 100. Now it does 120 damage.
20. Okay, gotcha. All right, that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Next, Hulk, the Green
Also,
Goliath.
His just real quick, also, his daggers of Denik, so from 18 to 16. So yeah, they do 18 each. Remember, he fires 5 at once though.
Okay.
As like a shotgun. So this is an
Yeah, he
overall
does,
damage
yeah.
reduction of. So it's an overall damage reduction of 10 if all 5 hit.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Hulk,
all 5 hit. Right.
the Green Goliath will boast enhanced maneuverability and improve survivability upon entering combat. Increase base movement from 600 to 650.
Good.
Reduce cooldown time of indestructible.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah. Will reduce cooldown time for indestructible guard from 12 seconds to 10
Okay.
seconds. Decrease minimum charge time for invincible leap from 0.7 seconds to
Incredible leap.
0.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
yeah, he can jump quicker, or like he's able to jump like faster. His bubble has
Faster,
less
quicker,
cooldown,
yeah.
which is good. But the speed thing is very neat because this is
All
the
characters-
first. This is the
all-
first. This is the first character so far in the game that without some like alternate like condition, without some mode you have to access or whatever have you, Hulk is just faster than everybody else.
All characters in the game have a base movement speed of 600. Now there are characters that can change it in certain ways. Like obviously all the flying characters have dashes.
Yeah,
Captain America
yeah.
can run. Luna has her skates.
Right,
Mantis
pretty
has her
much.
buff. There are a couple characters that when they're shooting they slow down, like Penny and Hawkeye. So Hulk can now just run down every character in base.
Yeah, so if a character doesn't have some form of movement speed boost in some capacity, Hulk is just faster than everybody now.
I like
Yeah. So your main character actually gets a huge buff.
So I love that.
Well, my name,
that makes
my
me
main
that
now
makes
is
me a
Star-Lord,
happy
obviously,
boy.
But okay.
Yeah, this is just 3 buffs to Hulk.
Oh yeah,
He
no,
jumps
this is a very good
no,
buff
for sure.
Hulk.
Yeah, for sure.
Jumps faster,
yeah.
moves faster, can use his bubble more often.
Yeah, he's not,
Alright.
but he's still gonna get, because there's some characters that like they do still, I think, beat him in the front line because he can just like be like completely mauled by the thing, but because the thing just kind of shuts down because he has so much CC. But the back line's in trouble because if you try to escape Hulk, like you're Adam Warlock, you're trying to run from Hulk, Hulk's gonna beat you no matter what because he's just faster than you,
Yeah.
He's just
no
gonna
matter
catch
what.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll catch you no matter what.
He's gonna catch you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Magneto.
So diving is notably good, or even better now, because they can't
So
really
far,
get
yeah,
away.
Unfortunate. Magneto, the Master of Magnetism, will experience a slight decrease in the frequency of his ultimate ability, which is his ultimate. Meteor M is going to be increased from 3100 to 3400.
Yes, he
Not
can't
as- yeah.
use his ult. He can't use his ult as often.
Yeah, slight
And he-
nerf to his ult.
Penny Parker. Penny will receive enhancements to her primary attack damage efficiency
Okay.
and a boost to her survivability and combat capabilities. Cyber Web Cluster, which is the spider nest, now has
No,
a chance.
Cyber Web Cluster is her normal attack.
Oh,
Yes,
that's her
that's-
M1.
It's her
Okay,
primary.
got
It's
it.
her primary fire.
Okay,
That's
okay,
her
okay,
primary
okay.
fire.
I'm about to say what? Okay.
Yeah. Like, wait, I could have sworn that was the name of her.
Cyber
Yeah,
Cluster now has a
Other
chance
mine.
to crit. We never
Yeah.
had before, really.
No,
Reduce
Penny
movement
can-
speed penalty
Penny
while
can-
firing. Web
Penny-
cluster. Okay, so her movement speed drops now, or that whole thing, that nerf of her being able to like not be able to move that well, that gets nerfed now. So reduce
No,
movement
no,
speed
no, no, no,
penalty
no, no,
while
no,
firing.
no, no,
Cyber
no,
cluster
go,
from
go, go,
40% to
stop.
10%.
She can
No,
move
she's
and
moving faster. She's
Yeah, no,
moving
yeah,
can
that's
move
what I'm
it.
saying. Yeah, that
she can
got
move and
like,
shoot faster now.
that's what I just said.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
All right. Well,
yes. And it increases
And
base health
that's
from
base
650 to 750. Okay.
750.
Which that's kind of notable, which means that now Penny is one of the two characters that has the highest base health in the game. The other one being Groot, who also has 750.
Because like the problem is that Penny doesn't have good. The problem with Penny, and it is what it is. A lot of Penny players, they have to like rely on that whole
He has
nest
no way of
bullshit.
blocking damage. It's
But
all
now-
about regenning on the nest.
Pretty much, exactly. And then
So now when she's on her web, Penny has when she's on her web, Penny now has what is the actual increase now? Hold on. When she's in her nest, because she gains bonus health when she's in her nest.
Yeah.
It doesn't say on the website, funny enough.
Yeah.
I think she goes because prior to this she had what 650. So yeah, her health now on her nest at max is now 900.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing that's kind of funny is that it says that it can crit. It's not exactly very clear on what that means. Does it just crit explicit when you just do headshots? Does it crit just randomly when you hit people? Because you would think that it would be a little more specific if it was just, if you hit someone in the head, it crits.
Yes.
But it doesn't say that. So I guess I'm kind of curious on what exactly that means. Because it says a chance to crit. What does that mean?
Yeah, doesn't give too much explanation. All right. The thing, the ever-loving blue-eyed thing will see a slight reduction to his damage reduction effect, which is basically his own leap. Decrease embattled leap's damage reduction effect for himself and teammates from 30 to 25%.
Okay, so he can't get as much damage. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
it's
5% less damage reduction.
It's not big, but like it's something. Thor.
Wait, hold on, Thor! Oh, hold on, whoa.
Oh, hang on. I mean, this is actually good.
Hang on, someone's matching Hulk all of a sudden. The mighty Thor will receive an increase in survivability, increased base health from 525 to 600, dude.
Well, you have to
movement speed from 600 to.
Yeah, so now the thing that we talked about with Hulk, same thing with Thor.
He can now move faster.
Now you should note with the health, you have to remember he's losing his team up, so that extra health that he got from the team up benefit is going away. So now he does just have 600 health.
Okay,
he's actually losing 25 health.
Yeah,
overall.
he's technically losing health.
Oh, okay. Oh, because he no longer has that
because
that Storm and Captain America team up. Yeah.
Right. He's 525 now plus 100 for being an anchor. Now he's no longer an anchor. Okay. Now he's just 600 all the time.
All right, now here comes Cancer. Black Widow. Natasha is receiving optimizations to her shooting experience. Added a new effect where Black Widow can directly shoot after releasing the second kick of her Edge Dancer, and after using Electroplasma Explosion, which is the ultimate ability.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure what this means. I think what it means is you no longer have a delay when hip firing.
Yeah, so she has like a stun. I think her edge dancers are stun.
Edge dancers are fun.
Well, yeah, the kick has like a little bit of like stun time before you're actually able to do anything after that, and then obviously her ult, there's a little bit of like a delay.
I'm surprised they didn't reduce the stun cooldown though. The stun duration.
The ult being able to follow up, I don't think is the biggest deal in the world. I think the kick might be something, but again, Black Widow's in a weird place in this game.
Because that kick does a fuck ton of
downtime. And then being able to follow up immediately after that with a fire, that could be
nice.
It's
like worse than McCree's flashbang. It's like, bro, what the fuck?
I hate everything about the next one.
Okay. We're improving Clint's mobility while drawing his bow, enhancing his compass capabilities, and increasing the threat of his ultimate ability. Reduce the slow effect while charging the bow from 30 to 20%. That's his M1. Increase both instances of damage for hypersonic arrow from 50 to 55. Decrease the energy cost of Haunter Sight, which is his ultimate, from 3,700 to 3,100, and improve the bow draw speed increase from 1.3 times 1.35 to 1.5 times faster.
Okay, I don't think they're that substantial nerfs. I mean, Buster Hawkeye, but I mean, good in some ways.
They aren't crazy buffs, but I mean, Hawkeye was at the beginning he was one of the best in the game. Then he got notably knocked down. And now he's back up to where he's at a pretty comfortable spot. So I do find it kind of interesting that they did give him like kind of notable buffs. Not crazy, but notable.
Hypersonic arrow is basically the.
That's whatever. It's mainly just how much they reduced his ultimate ability is fucking wild to me.
Yeah, I agree. That
31's a lot. And 31's we're moving 600 energy cost is a lot. He's gonna get that so often.
All right, next, Hella.
But mind you, he still has hit those shots anyway, so that still doesn't happen. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right,
Hella, the goddess of death, will see a reduction in mobility while slightly enhancing her offensive power.
That's not good.
Increase cooldown of astral flock from 12 to 15 seconds. That's basically her escape tool.
Yeah.
Increase the spell field damage for piercing knife from 30 to 35. That's basically her M2. Decrease the cooldown of soul drainer.
The multi-shot thing.
Yeah. Decrease the cooldown of soul drainer from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. That's basically
She gets her stun. She gets her stun more often. Now it says spell field, so it means the AOE damage, not you hitting someone with them. The AOE damage of all 4 of the needles go up 5 damage each.
Yeah,
it's 5 needles.
Yeah.
Right.
So
and then big 3-second nerf to her escape tool.
Yeah, so honestly, she technically has better offensive, but A, her stun was never really that big of a deal. And then B, sure, the multi-shot could be a problem, but like, the bigger problem is just her primary fire.
Yeah, right. But her primary is her biggest problem by far. It's like
the fact that they increased those, but then nerfed her getaway option, that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big deal. All right.
Yeah, because she can't go as often, but like again, she's already killing you from across the map. You know, like in 2 shots if she gets
it's basically instantaneous, since like the speed of her weapon. I would say that it basically exceeds 3,000. All right. Human Torch. Johnny's attacks, feedback, and survivability are being improved to enhance its impact across various combat scenarios. Reduce the attack interval of Fire Cluster from 0.6 seconds to 0.5 seconds. The launch timing of the primary attack projectiles has been advanced. This is M1. Increasing cooldown of the Flaming Meteor from 12 seconds to 15 seconds. I assume this is his dive.
Dive bomb.
It's his dive.
It's the Flaming Meteor, but added new effect. After releasing Flaming Meteor, immediately gain 75 bonus health, which will start to fall off 3 seconds later at a rate of 30 per second.
Yeah.
So it makes him more survivable when he does his Flame Meteor.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. He can't do it as much, but he survives better.
Okay.
Yeah. So he attacks faster, gets health. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Now I think this is decent, but it gets a little confusing when we look at the next one, and we'll have to explain why.
Yeah, these should have been flipped.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Iron Man is seeing improvements to his mid-range combat effectiveness. This is good for me. Slightly reduce Iron Man's hitbox size. Good. I've been having some.
Reduced.
He's harder to hit now. He's smaller now, technically.
He's already in the air, like fucking 40 miles up. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, but the other thing is kind of what we're gonna have to describe a bit.
Yeah, this next thing is stupid.
New feature: gain 100 bonus health, activating Armor Overdrive or Gamma Overdrive that will start to fall off 5 seconds or 5 seconds later at a rate of 30 per second.
That makes me so happy.
If you activate his Armor form, he just gets 100 health for 5 seconds for no reason.
I think it's Iron Fist does the same thing. Iron Fist, he heals and he gets over health for 450, but then over the course of time it chips away.
Right. Well, so basically the reason that we were talking about that with Johnny, though, is that so Iron Man gets a smaller hitbox. And he gets notably more survivability alongside Johnny, who gets the same thing. But notice the numbers. Johnny gets 75. Iron Man gets 100. Johnny's falls off in 3 seconds. Iron Man's falls off in 5. Those should be swapped.
Yeah, which is weird because when Iron Man activates his shit, he can be anywhere. When Johnny activates his shit, he has to dive into the action.
That doesn't I'm like, I'm not against them getting that, but I feel like those numbers should be reversed.
Twilight is anti-Iron Man.
It makes no
sense. Because I'm guessing it's because even though he's less survivable, he's also getting an increase to his attack power, where he's getting an increase. So he's getting reduced interval for a fire cluster. So he's able to attack better than Iron Man can, ideally. But Iron Man can survive.
Ideally with big quotation marks.
Right.
All right. Exactly. Let me go for the next one. Iron
Fist.
Lindley will see an increase in his combat effectiveness against vanguards. A slight improvement to his mobility, sorry, and slight reduction to his survivability when first entering the battlefield.
What the fuck does that mean?
I'm about to explain it.
Yeah, I'm saying in general. Keep on talking.
Reduce the bonus max health gain from Harmony Recovery from 150 to 100, but slow the fall off rate of that health from 25 per second to 15 per second.
Okay, so Iron Fist right now has HP of 300 max, but he can now go to 100 only, not 104, not 4. So he can go to 400 now instead of 450. But the rate of decay is slower.
Yeah, right. So we did the rough math.
It goes away in 7 seconds instead of 6.
Right. We did the rough math. Basically, the ratio of the fall off is roughly the same. It's just you get less bonus health at the total.
You have more health at the very beginning.
All right, there's still more. Lower fixed damage of Yachi Chun-Kyun from his 10 to 9. Yeah, this is his N1. But increase the percentage damage of the enemy's max health per strike from 1.7 to 2.1. Now he actually becomes a fucking tank.
Well, essentially they're doubling down. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, according to the math I did, the extra 4% at 0.4% means is that this is a nerf unless you attack someone who has more than 580 health, then it's 11 damage. And then if he attacks Groot, anyone over 700 health, it becomes 11 damage. So he does more damage against tanks.
Basically, they're doubling down on the idea that they're trying to make him like a pseudo tank buster like Wolverine.
Yeah, I see what they're doing there. I mean, hold on. They have that, though. I see what they're doing there, but they kind of fucked up, I think, too, because decrease the cooldown of his Kunlun kick from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. Yep. His Kunlun kick, I think, is also like percentage based too, or something like that. Because I know that.
Yeah, it is percentage based.
I know. So
it is percentage based. Like the lower the HP of your opponent, the harder it hits.
Exactly.
It has execute damage.
Well,
so it's like you can have a character where they're a swishy character and you're doing less with less of your base, but if the character's lower, you come in there way more often now with your kick.
The Kunlun kick does more damage when the enemy's at lower health. It doesn't do a percentage.
Yeah, sure, but it's like
the first
half
kick
the
hits
HP. It's like if they're at, let's say 30% HP, you just kill them.
The second kick hits for 35 to 70. It'll do 70 if the target's at 50% of their health or less.
Sure.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of funny because like whenever they did a lot of the notable percentage stuff with Iron Fist, a lot of people noted that he was supposed to be more like the tank thing, which is weird because it's basically changing the identity of what he was at the beginning of the game. And so I find it interesting that they're just fully doubling down on the idea of like, yep, this is what he is now. Yeah, and so I was like, okay, all right.
They flipped him and Scarlet Witch.
Because Scarlet is supposed to be the tank buster.
I mean, I'm not against it. I just find it interesting.
Her M1.
Scarlet Witch is now.
Honestly, I'll be real with you. I think that because I'm playing
fighter, which we'll get to later.
He's my second main DPS character, and I'm not too sure this even really matters. Because I'll be honest with you,
all this only matters if you're fighting the top HP tanks now. That's it.
Because
this is literally a buff to Iron Fist attacking Groot.
Pretty much, because you get a nerf reduction for sure with your base attack against squishies, but then your kick comes back way more often, and that kick when you're taking this Iron Fist is like the finisher for the combo. And then when you're doing your whole combo, you get your block back faster anyway, and that got buffed.
Well, they talk about a slight improvement to his mobility, so they might also be doing it so you can use that kick if you need to either engage
to get out,
or disengage.
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
Yeah, because that's because you definitely don't want to rely on that as being like that is my combo ender. It's like you don't want to rely on that necessarily.
It depends what's going on. But
they give it more utility. So now
I play Iron Fist that way too, but
But something you also have to understand, like when it compares with the comparison between Iron Fist and Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch M1 used to do 30 base damage plus 5% of max damage. She was the premier tank buster of the game. She did more damage than Wolverine.
Eh.
But now it got cut by nearly in half. Now she does, if I'm not mistaken, she does 40 damage plus 30.
60.
Plus, she does
60. She does 60. She does 60 damage plus 3%.
Okay, so yeah, she does
currently.
60 damage per plus 3% of max health. Meaning that
Okay.
now she can actually kill squishies like Cloak and Dagger because of there was that problem that Cloak can actually kill
Well-
Scarlet Witch before.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Yeah, don't worry about that anymore.
I know. Twilight knows. Don't worry about it. We'll let him find out. We'll let him find out.
That is next
Listen,
hero.
at
Is
least it doesn't- at least it
all.
doesn't go to
That is
the
next.
database.
Look at how much text this boy got.
Yeah, this fantastic Jane Buff. So.
The next hero is all gas.
This is yummy.
All right, Mr. Fantastic. We're enhancing Reed's capabilities while making some balance adjustments to his ultimate energy charge, adding additional control ability, and optimizing the release experience for his ultimate ability. Increase base health from 350 to 375.
Okay.
So he definitively has the highest DPS health in the game now.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Boost the damage of Stretch Punch from 60 to 65 and from 75 to 85 while in inflated state. This is basically between base form and
Yeah.
Okay.
and armor form.
His basic
Yeah.
attacks in both forms are better.
Okay.
Okay, I like that.
Flexible elongation new effect. Enemies within range now suffer a 35% slow effect. Reduce flexible elongation cooldown time from 10 seconds to 8 seconds.
Yes. Okay, so
like when he grabs you from the range?
the grab and pull that he does like towards people, if he does it towards an enemy, now that enemy has a partial slow effect, so they can't get away as easily. Great. And the cooldown is increased back to what it was prior, which is great.
Was there always a slow effect on this or no?
No, there wasn't a slow effect. They added a knock effect, which is questionable, but the slow effect, great. And they reduced the cooldown back to what it was prior, which is also good because now the chain of being able to go back to your elongated state is now kind of how it was before, which was better.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Reduce the elasticity gain from elastic strength passive ability from 30 to 20, while the elasticity provided by Stretch Punch is increased from 5 to 8. After entering the inflated state, bonus health provided to self has been reduced from 450 to 400.
So he gets less HP when he's in that Gear Force shit, but he gets. So what is this now? What is the elastic strength passive? What is that?
That's basically the gauge passive. That's the gauge that you have in front of your crosshairs whenever you're attacking.
Yeah, it's just the whole point. Yeah, the whole point is that now, whenever you activated one of your abilities, you would just get 30 elastic strength.
Yeah.
Now you're only gonna get like for like the chest bump and shit. Now you're only gonna get 20, but now when you attack, you get more.
I just kind of understood what that is. Oh,
We're not done yet.
What they're trying to do is limit how frequently you can get his Gear 4 form off of his abilities, and instead incentivizing you to attack more often.
Yeah, exactly.
So you
kind of
have
went from like 5 to 8 for the Stretch Punch. Yeah, okay.
Okay. New feature. When Mr. Fantastic uses Brainiac Bounce, his ultimate ability, immediate gain bonus health equal to that gain when entering inflated state.
Yes!
So basically, when you ultimate, you get 400 bonus health.
Thank God, because the thing that one of the things that sucked about one of the things that sucked about his ult.
Wait, no, that's trash.
Well, no.
Are you crazy?
The problem with this shit isn't his health; it's his damage.
Well, hang on. See, here's the thing. Among all of the things that suck, because let me be clear, his ult's still not good. But among all the things that aren't good about his ult, one of the things that also was not great was the fact of how easily you could die unless you use your ult after you were in your inflated state, because then you had the bonus health going in. The problem with that is that you had to do initial prep and startup before you could even use your ult. Now you just skip that entirely,
Yes, correct.
which is
Because
very
you just
helpful.
get the HP while you're doing the ult anyway.
But
Okay, fair
you
enough.
just get the bonus health regardless, which is extremely helpful and helps with the survivability in the ult instead of having to feel
it
like
makes
you had
it more
to prep it.
survivable during the ult. But I think the problem with this ult was never survivability. I think it was always damage. His damage is cheeks. Like his damage is fucking booty, and it's easy to evade. But I mean, I guess.
Well, let
I
it be
guess
known.
for,
Let it be known.
objectives,
His ult's
it's gonna
still
be
not
good.
good.
I would say it's probably a good stall tactic, like what Captain America does. Like Captain America ults and he goes fucking assemble, he runs around the point, and then he's hard to kill. I think it's the same thing here now. When you run to the point, he can do
Because the
crowd
best way
control
to
that
use-
shit. But you know,
the best way to use Richard is to try and use him in enclosed areas where he hits the ceiling. Because if he hits the ceiling
Right.
faster, he bounces quicker.
Right. And so it's definitely a notable help because now you don't have to do that prep. And then you can kind of just throw it out whenever it's just like everybody's kind of close together. Because either A, you're going to have people who are still stupid and are just going to kind of stay in the field and then die, or B, everyone's going to piss off, which is which in its own sense is helpful.
Fair. All right, Moon Knight.
All
Let's
right,
go to the
next.
board.
Yes, Moon Knight. We're optimizing Mark's Moonblade projectile bounce feedback while improving maneuverability, ultimability, and survivability. Increase Crescent Dart projectile speed from 120 to 150. That's basically his M1.
His normal attack.
Yeah, this is M1. Moonblade, this is his M2. New effect. Gain 125 bonus health with
Gain
each
25,
enemy.
not 25.
25.
Oh,
Holy shit.
125? That shit would be wild.
Gain 25 bonus health with each enemy hit.
I'm sorry,
up to a max of 100.
Yes,
3 seconds
correct.
after the bonus health stops increasing, it will start to fall off at a rate of 20 per second.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speed up Moonlit Hook. This is basically his
Wait,
yoink.
Moonblade is what? When he has
The
thing
Moonblade is
His
the
right,
big,
like the big,
his
the big
the-
extra
Moonblade is
boomerang
empty.
he does.
the big one.
Moonblade is M2. Speed up
The kitchen
Moonlight
sink
Hook.
boomerang.
Yeah, because that one also has a ricochet, so if it
Whoa.
hits 4 people,
Whoa.
he gets 100 bonus health.
Moonlight Hook pulls
Hold on, give
up
me a second.
startup.
My headphones. Headphones died.
Oh.
Give me a second.
Hang on.
Why are you licking it?
Hey man, everyone's got their own strat, I guess.
Like blowing into the cartridge.
But yeah, yummy buffs for Reed. He's still not like good per se, but he's definitely not like
Okay, I'm back.
debatably the worst in the game anymore. All right, but yeah,
Okay, like what licking it? Really?
No. I'm not looking at it. No, my fingers. Okay, they're sticky.
All right.
Speed up.
Speed up Moonlit Hook. Pull startup time from after hit from 0.4 to 1.5. This is basically
So that's his grappling hook?
yeah.
yeah, you can just grapple faster. That's
Okay.
all.
All
that's
right.
fine.
The next, extend the duration of the Hand of Khonshu.
Yeah, his ult. Here we go.
From 3.5 to 4.5 seconds, and increase the number of talents generated from this period from 14 to 18. Additionally, the fall speed of the talents has been slightly enhanced. A new damage fallout mechanic for the speed field for the spell field has been added, beginning at 1.5 meters from the center and reaching a maximum reduction of 70% at 5 meters.
Yeah, this is like
I'm
a
pretty
lot of
sure
weird shit for Moon
Twilight
Knight.
was
They keep on tweaking
Here's-
this ultimate, bro. Like,
All right, so here's the math. So here's the math of this. So now it's gonna last one more second. There's 4 more hands, and they're gonna increase the speed of the talons again a little bit, but not as much as it was prior. The new fall off thing. Here's the interesting thing. So the entire radius of this thing is 8 meters,
correct.
and they're saying starting at 1.5 meters. So it's 6.5 meters out. So near the edge of the circle, there's gonna be a the last meter and a half of the circle is going to be a 70% damage reduction. I did the math. That means this is only going to be doing... So the outside of the circle is only going to be doing like 53 damage to you now.
okay.
Instead of so
But
now
the inside the circle is going to be doing a lot more damage.
yeah, so basically it's now trying to incentivize doing that combo where you throw down his ultimate and then throw down an Onk to suck people into the middle of
pretty
it.
much.
Or like
You can't
Groot
just-
ult or whatever.
Yeah, you can't just throw the thing in the middle of a crowd anymore because there's now gonna as they're running away from it, those outside hands that they might get clipped by are now going to do minimal damage. They're only going to do like 53 damage.
Which I find funny because after some time sitting on it, I'm looking at all this and it's like, oh man, that's a lot of buffs to the Onk or for the ult. Oh man, that sounds good. Honestly, the only thing I care about is that the fall speed has been increased. That's the only thing I care about.
Okay.
Everything else I don't care about. I want to know how fast those hands are coming.
Next is my girl, Scarlet Witch. We're reducing Wanda's survivability, but increasing her threat level against strategists and duelists while optimizing her ultimate ability release experience. That's actually good news. Remove chaos control
Read.
Keep reading. I'll tell you why this is actually
remove
good for
chaos
you,
control
Revan, but
percentage
keep going.
damage while increasing the fixed damage from 6 seconds to 80 seconds. Increases
No.
60 seconds to 80 seconds.
No,
Yeah, 80, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
anyway, continue.
Okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
The
Yeah.
hell?
I'm sorry. I thought you meant like.
I will give you the math, Revan. This is actually not bad for you.
Increase.
We'll get to this.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cole. I misunderstood.
Just go. It's fine.
Go. Jesus.
Increase Chthonian burst projectile damage from 35 to 40, and spell field damage from 35 to 45. I'm sorry. Increase the cooldown of Mystic Projection from 8 seconds to 10 seconds, and reduce the phase state from 2 seconds to 1.5. Yikes. Rework the slow effect of reality erasure to start at 1.5 seconds instead of starting immediately, with a linear increase to 35% slow over 3.5 seconds.
Yeah. So her ult, you're able to move around a little bit quicker off rip, and so you can kind of maneuver that better. Her getaway option now bordering on isn't good.
Yeah.
However, now how prior she was able to do some stuff towards tanks a bit more, now that's completely irrelevant, and she does notable damage against just
Everybody.
DPS and supports now.
That's
Actually,
the mystic projection thing.
She does notable damage to everyone, actually. So overall, basically they just got rid of the whole gimmick of Scarlet Witch and just made her do good damage to everyone. So
increase the Chthonian burst projectile damage from 35 to 40 and spellfield damage.
Those
from
are her
35
little
to 40.
those are little chaos balls. Basically, they just do 10 more damage now if they hit you.
Right. Or 5 more. Yeah.
Yeah, real quick, I actually misread this.
Her chaos control percentage damage increases. Fixed damage from 60
when we
seconds
went over this earlier, KH. So her ultimate now, she can move faster in the beginning.
Right.
Of it.
No, that's
but
I
then
got
she slows
that.
down at the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what it goes to already. It's 35% at 3.5 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So basically, for the first 2 seconds of her wind up, she can now just start zooming closer to people or around corners or bullshit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chaos control. So as of right now, she does 60 damage per second, plus 3%. For the percentage.
Max
damage.
HP. Max HP.
Yeah, 3% of your max damage or 3% of your max HP.
Okay.
What Revan also has to realize here is that Scarlet Witch also has a 10% damage buff because of her team up that she's losing.
Yeah, she's losing that.
So she's losing her damage buff from the Magneto thing.
Yeah, but it's a 10%, which is just 6%. 6%.
Well, no. The 6% counts your percentage damage. It's stats. So when she's attacking, so here's the math. If she's attacking someone who has 600 HP, she does 66 damage plus 10%, which means her damage is now 72.6. If she's attacking Groot, she does up to 74.8. Now
per second, yeah.
All that bullshit is gone. The team up anchor is gone. The percentage damage is gone. She now does 80 damage to everybody, which is more damage than she does she does more damage, 6 more damage now, or with this change, she will now do plus 6 damage now to everyone that she would have been doing to only Groot.
Okay.
So overall, she now does more damage to everybody.
Yeah, it's a notable damage boost entirely, but very specifically to DPS and support.
Yeah, she does anywhere from 6 to 8 more damage now to tanks, and she now does 10 to 13 more damage to everyone
Yeah,
else.
basically, the lower health your character had, Scarlet Witch is now a bigger threat to you.
Yeah, if she attacked someone with 300 health prior to this, she would do 69 damage AE. Now she does 80.
Yeah,
That's
right.
11, that's 11 damage more to anyone with 300 health or less.
But the trade-off is that she's going to survive a lot less. She just can't escape.
Right. Yeah, that's the big.
Yeah,
that's
the
big,
trade-off is that her escape is a lot less. So now you're not going to have those instances of fighting Scarlet Witch where you hit her once and she immediately just fucking disappears.
Right, pretty much. Like
or at least not as often.
Yeah. Star-Lord.
okay.
I appreciate the clarification. All right.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure you didn't see that as a nerf. No, they actually made.
No, that is a notable buff.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Star-Lord, we're reducing Peter damages.
I'm gonna hate this.
Nah,
and the
I don't know why.
efficiency
I don't
of
know
his
why.
ultimate ability.
I know why.
are great. Reduce blaster barrage damage from 80 per second to 75. Introduce a new damage fall mechanic starting at 4 meters. No, that is what?
Just finish it, dude.
I'm maxing out at 80% at 8 meters. What?
They shit on Star-Lord's ultimate damage.
His ult is shredded now.
Yeah.
If you're 8 meters away, his damage now does 6.
Yeah.
Even though it's 6 per bullet, or 6 per like a full barrage. He does
Pretty much.
You have to be up close and personal now to do any damage with Star-Lord ultimate now.
Reduces the blaster barrage damage from 80, so that's his base fire. I'm assuming?
Yeah, so he only does 16 per second if you're too far away.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm gonna be dead ass with you. I don't know if he needed it this harshly, but his ult is one of the best in the fucking game. I think people
No, it's one of the
really.
kites.
I
Like,
think
I don't know why
I think people
it's
really
kite.
sleep on how good his ult is.
No, like I think his ult is strong, but his ult is not one like Bucky's is vastly superior.
It's really not.
wait,
I'm gonna be
wait,
dead
wait,
ass.
wait,
It's
wait.
not.
No, Bucky's is
Wait,
so
wait,
because he can get
Hold
stunned
on.
out of it. He
We're
can
wrong,
get
we're wrong,
fucking
we're
knocked
wrong.
out
Well,
of it.
let's- well-
You can just heal through it easily. It's not a big
No,
deal.
we're wrong. We're wrong. We're
What do
actually
you mean
wrong.
Hmm?
See, because we're looking at ultimate and the ability to thing. Blasted Barrage is not his ultimate. This is his Reaper ability.
Oh, we're fucking stupid.
Oh,
What?
No. Oh, okay. Reduce blaster barrage damage from 80% to 70%. Okay, so he does less damage when he does his fucking spin around the world Reaper ability. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a bit annoying, but it's not.
And now there's a damage fall off to it. So now you can't. So if you want, to hit someone with this now, you got to be closer. You just don't get to freely.
Wait, but it says his ultimate ability charger.
Yeah,
What the
but
fuck is that?
I have no idea.
Ability charge.
That's-
Yeah.
but there's nothing in here that affects his ultimate ability charge.
That's weird.
Wait. Okay, so
Okay.
so when he does his
I mean, to
Reaper
be-
ultimate, he
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'll give you a spoiler here. In the dev notion that you watched, they said that they were going to buff Jeff. Jeff is nowhere in these fucking patches.
Well, I will say there is
is that
an
for the halfway
extra.
mark of the season.
Well,
Or
there
not?
is there is an addendum. They did specifically note that there were certain things that they were planning when it came to like things or whatever have you, that they were already saying that like, there's some things that's not going to happen until the mid patch. Like they already said that.
Yeah, I think Jeff is. Maybe they're waiting to see how everything plays out.
Yeah,
first,
because Jeff's not even on here at all.
All
yeah,
right.
Jeff's not on here. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. That's fine. Okay. Winter Soldier. We're lowering Bucky's threat level against Vanguards and reducing the margin of error of his ultimate ability.
This is so good.
Increase the cooldown time for Bionic Hook from 8 seconds to 12 seconds. That's massive.
Okay.
Reduce the
Get
base
fucked.
damage of Kraken Impact ultimate ability from 100 to 80, but
Get fucked.
lower the cooling threshold from 20 to 15%.
Get fucked.
Massive nerf.
Yeah,
That's
now
what it said.
butt lower.
Wait,
it says
what?
butt lower, but these are two nerfs. So now,
Yeah, that's a grammar fuck up.
yeah. So
No, those are both nerfs.
enable to auto kill someone and get the one and get the again. You don't have to get someone to 15% their maximum health instead of 20.
Yes. This is great.
Get fucked.
This is a massive change. This is so fucking positive. All right, Wolverine.
We're not talking about.
Wolverine. Okay, Wolverine.
Is the
Okay, here we
biggest.
go.
Wolverine has been the biggest issue since the start of the season. We're tuning Logan's rage acquisition rate and slightly lowering his control intensity over enemies. Increase rage gain from Savage Claws hit from 7 to 10 while rage gain from Berserker Claw Strike has been decreased from 7 to 5. Reduced rage gain from Feral Leap from 20 to 10, and from Vicious Rampage from 20 to 15.
Okay.
However, rage gained from taking damage has been increased from 3 to 5%.
That's probably
From 3
better,
to 5
honestly.
points.
From real
Yes.
Yeah,
they're
So basically,
incentivizing-
he gets reduced rage when he does his Berserk Claw Strike, when he gets his Feral Leap, and his Vicious Rampage. But even though he gets less rage from his abilities, if you just hit him, he gets more rage.
It's trying to
Yeah,
incentivize. It's trying to incentivize Logans to be in the fray, attacking and taking damage to get their rage, as opposed to just spamming, waiting around corners and spamming their abilities, going
Yeah.
into a rage state and killing people.
Yeah, because
But this right here
because
is a good
Wolverine.
point. Reduces the time an enemy is knocked down after impact from last stand ultimate ability from 1 second to I think points. I think that's good because
Yeah,
Logan's
yeah,
does it.
yeah,
I think
we get
Logan's
up
biggest
faster,
thing
yeah.
is actually I think Logan's biggest issue is he can take anyone but the thing and just and then have them go into your own team. It's like, bro, what the fuck? But for his ultimate, it was pretty bad too. But at least you can get up now and then escape his whole rage cannon flurry bullshit faster. At least I was like, you know, so that's good.
Yeah, I do think that this is overall pretty solid because Wolverine, like the way a lot of people would play Wolverine is like a weird like assassin. He would like creep around and wait for people to kind of come around his corner and be like, gotcha, leap, pull the people into his area and then just do the fucking feral shit. Where now you do kind of need to be more on the front lines.
Yeah. The one thing I will say is that, like, personally speaking, I don't like how they're buffing Scarlet Witch's base damage. I think that's kind of cap.
Why? Why are you?
And the reason why, like I said before in the other part of the stream, I think when you make auto lock characters too strong, it becomes problematic as fuck. Because all our characters are always seen as characters that are less skilled. When they are, you're auto locking, and so them, and then also snipers being buffed too, I think is a big problem. But
the real fucking
we'll see.
The real fucking shit thing about this patch notes in terms of DPS is that there's no fucking Spider-Man any fucking where.
Nah.
He doesn't
yes,
need
that's right. There's
Yeah.
no
Well, I
Spider-Man
mean,
nerf.
but yeah,
doesn't
when
need
it comes to Scarlet Witch though, Scarlet Witch is in the weird little paradigm where she is one of the worst characters when you're at a high skill level, but if you're at a low skill level, she's one of the best in the game. Which can be which essentially means that if you nerf her, she's basically worthless at a higher level. But if you buff her, it basically makes anyone who's not good at the game like there's nothing they can do.
Yeah, but also mind you, she's also getting a team up buff on top of this stuff too. So it's like I can understand. So that's why Scarlet Witch to me, it's like if you just got rid of the base damage thing and then you gave her a buff to her cannons or orbs,
Percentage
and then
damage.
you have the team up where she gets that new thing from Strange, that cannon barrage shit. And Strange's already played, but I think he's already played in almost every game. I think he's getting a nerf, but even still, like Strange's shit's too good. So I don't see him going away anytime soon, honestly.
There's still more because we haven't. There's still more because we haven't and team up. Okay, strategies.
To be fair, if Scarlet Witch is in the same position as Penny. Because Penny's the same thing. She's bad in the upper tiers, but she's broken in the lower tiers.
Scarlet Witch is way more relevant in the upper tiers than fucking Penny Parker is. Penny Parker is really bad.
Actually,
really bad.
Penny in bronze has the highest pick and win rate of any character in the game.
Cole, I'm gonna be dead ass with you. A lot of the higher tiers see like Scarlet Witch is one of the worst in the game, where Penny is actually getting a slight rise recently.
I mean, I don't know.
Penny's actually getting notably more, prominent.
Penny having 100 more health and being able to crit is going to terrorize Braun.
Because she's already getting a bit of a rise now. With the buff, she's actually going to be pretty solid.
I don't know if it's because Penny, because I think Penny is more appealing to certain streamers. I know some streamers do play her a lot.
No.
Therefore, people want to emulate that in some ways. I've been seeing that, but. I would just tell because I'm pretty sure I'm not sure if Penny has a higher win percentage than Scarlet Witch does in the higher ranks. I'm not sure about that one.
In the higher ranks, probably.
Both aren't played. I mean, she probably does. But both aren't played.
Here's the thing, Cole. The reason that Penny's getting a notable rise currently in higher elo is because recently she had a very problematic bug that basically made her fucking useless. and it was that her
I
minds.
would say useless, but it definitely reduced her. It made her even
Oh,
harder.
Her
it-
mind
it-
be able to like
no,
go
it-
across
it
the
made her-
map
no, no.
before the game
It-
starts or something.
No.
No.
It made her. It
No,
made her
she had a
useless.
bug. She had a bug where her minds, even on webs, could be destroyed. When if her minds are on her webs, they're supposed to be indestructible.
There
Really?
is a 1 second cooldown when they hit the web and then they disappear. That was the issue. There was a cooldown for them to disappear the moment that they hit the web. But now that got fixed, and she's actually much better. She actually is used in higher elo because now
Okay.
the mines are completely indestructible
Yeah.
until they're approached.
In short, Penny and Scarlet and a handful of other characters are among the rung where it's like you gotta be careful when it comes to balancing them because they suck at the high elo. They're really good at the low elo, and that can be problematic when you do it because you have to consider both. I do subscribe to the idea of like some players just kind of need to get better, but at the end of the day, you do still have to care about the people who aren't good at the game. You do. So
Alright,
In a way,
alright.
yeah, sure. But again, like I think there's always like a general thing where it's like auto-lock characters and sniper characters should not be the dominant characters in the game because other
Yeah.
things get really, really hella toxic.
Oh well, I mean, I
sure.
don't think this is going to make her even close to one of the best characters in the game,
see.
but
Yeah,
this is definitely going to make her better.
All right,
What-
let's
what-
move.
All right,
on.
strategist.
What
Yeah,
rank
wait.
do you want Penny and Scarlet Witch information real quick?
What?
What rank do you want information for Scarlet Witch and Penny?
Oh, what a rank?
Yeah.
Probably Diamond Plus.
In Grandmaster, Penny is a pick of 52.77. And Scarlet has a pick rate of 48.31.
Yeah. What's their win rate?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's their win rate, sorry.
Oh, well, there you
Okay,
go.
Never mind. Okay.
Scarlet is a
she's
pick
high
rate
one.
Which makes sense.
Scarlet is a pick rate of 10%. Penny is a pick rate of 5%.
Okay.
Also makes sense.
Yeah,
that's-
because my
But yeah, that's
team-
that's Grandmaster. Penny in Celestial is 53%.
Okay.
Scarlet is 47%.
Well,
Okay.
that makes sense to me because Penny is a bit more of a niche pick, especially when you get to the higher ranks. But when you hit that niche, I think you're easily gonna do better than most Scarlet Witches at that level.
All right, let's continue.
What's up, GTI doing, bro?
Fuck. We're slightly reducing the frequency of Adam's ability and adjusting the healing provided by his ultimate ability after reviving teammates.
Mm.
He doesn't have any healing when ulting.
You'll see.
Increase
Yo,
the
hang on.
cooldown. Increase the cooldown of Soul Bond from 30 to 40 seconds.
Oof.
Karmic Revival now restores 30% of the fallen allies' maximal health instead of 100%.
So
Yeah, so
basically, whenever
100
he does his whenever he does his born again, people come back with like
With 100 health. With 100
with
health.
Yeah, with
health.
everybody comes at 100, yes.
But now
if
it's
you have-
30% of someone's character's health. So
Right, now, if you're a 300 health enemy or you're a 300 health person, you'll come back with still with 100. If you have
Right.
over 100, you'll like if you're a tank, you're gonna
A
come
tank.
back with like 200 plus health. If you're someone under 100
Well,
health,
no.
you'll have less than 100 health.
Well, yeah. Well, no. No, it is explicitly you get 30% instead of the 100, which actually means if you're not a tank, you're actually coming back with less.
yes, but if you are taking it with more,
No,
Yes.
30% of a fallen ally's maximum health. If you have 600 maximum health,
yeah,
30%, that's over.
Right, but if you're
Yeah.
less, but yeah, but
Yeah.
if you're like 300 health or less, you're coming in with less than 100.
yes.
So that means if you're not
Spider-Man
a
has
tank,
250
Oh,
health.
90 now, 90. I'm thinking 33%.
yeah, that means if you're not a tank, you're basically coming in with less health.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Cloak and Dagger. We're optimizing the logic of this dynamic duo's ultimate ability. After activating Eternal Bond, the duration of the first 3 healing zones will no longer be calculated separately. Instead, they will remain active until the duration of the final healing zone ends, at which point all will be removed together.
That is great.
Basically, what this means is that the way her ultimate works is that each line, whenever she makes a line,
Yeah.
has the duration of 6 seconds. So what happens is
Oh,
that you would
independently?
dash. Yeah, so you
Yes.
would dash,
Yeah.
and then they would stagger, go away. Now you make all 4 lines, and then when the 4th line is done, then it starts 6 seconds, and then they'll all go away at the same time.
which is
Got
great.
you. Okay.
Which
So
because here's the thing, Cloak and
Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, because I was saying, like, it makes the first line stay a lot longer.
correct.
Right.
Yeah, which, see, Cloak and Dagger needed nerfs a while back. They did, but they kind of destroyed their ult. Their ult almost sucks. Now their ult is actually kind of good.
Yeah. Invisible Woman will be fine-tuning Susan's protective capabilities to create a more strategic gameplay experience. Decrease the shield value of Guardian Shield from 300 to 250.
Whatever.
That's a dramatic fucking nerf, to be completely
so her
honest.
projectile shield has a bit less health.
Yes.
That's not nothing. That's nothing, bro. That's trash.
Yeah, that wasn't her problem.
That was a problem.
Yeah,
bro.
that's not. Yeah.
To be fair, what it does do also is that the fifth is it's less time for the shield to be up for people to be behind it to heal.
I do think that's actually a bigger nerf than some people would appreciate, but it's not that big of a deal.
It wasn't her problem.
All right, Loki. To balance Loki's influence in matches, we're making a small adjustment to the frequency of one of his key abilities. Domain regeneration cooldowns increased from 25 to 30 seconds. It's fucking stupid, dude.
Yep. So his healing.
I do not agree with this. I do not agree with this whatsoever.
Why?
I agree.
Mantis to.
I guess we're done talking about that.
Okay, go ahead. So, talk.
Well, no, I mean, there's really not much to say. I mean, I think that's totally fair. That ability is debatably one of, if not the best single abilities in the game. I think it's totally fair that it gets a bit of a
immortality
nerf.
field, right? Yeah.
Rune and problem solved.
What?
Just destroyed Penny's mind launcher.
No. Like if you have
you can't compare it with Penny because Penny you can actually hide it. With Loki, it's literally above their fucking.
I can understand. I can understand. No, because for example, it's like you can actually use that in a situation to actually survive ultimates, or let's say, let's say if you have a Iron Man dude's ultimate, you throw it down last second and you survive, or let's say you have Magic doing her shit, you survive. Like, it's actually a very amazing ultimate counter. Like, it's insane.
Well, that's the thing. It's not just an ultimate counter, because a lot of characters have ultimate counters. It's better than an ultimate counter because ultimate counters, you're either invulnerable or you're extremely resistant to damage. Yeah. The regeneration thing does the opposite. You actually heal from everything that hits you unless the rune gets destroyed. You heal from literally everything.
But you stop at 500 HP, though. It's max out there.
Okay, Mantis. To emphasize strategy over speed, we're modifying Mantis's health and buff mechanics. Reduce base health from 275 to 250. Effects of Healing Flower and Allied Inspiration can be stacked upon a maximum of 16 seconds.
Nah, it's dog shit.
They should
just buff her.
Fucking dumb.
Well, no, this is a buff. This means that she can now just overflow heal tanks.
Yeah, that's great.
No, that's horrible, because the problem is that her HP, because she is, I think, the only healing character that has no escapes. She has the sleep mechanic, so you have to hit that. But she has no escapes. She has no clones. She can't go invisible. She doesn't have the whole Cloak and Dagger. She has none of that shit. So,
escape.
But Adam can literally come back to life, right? Mantis doesn't have that unless she's teaming with Adam. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she has the ability to move faster when at max health, and now she can.
But she's still very vulnerable because she's not a healer. She's still very vulnerable to flankers. So, and now she's gonna be even more so because she lost 25 HP. So if you're a Black Panther, you're like, oh wait, she has low HP? Fucking let's go. You crazy? Hell yeah. Like, same thing for Iron Fist, same thing for Magic. It's like, yeah, like same thing for Psylocke. It's like she has to rely on hitting her sleep way more often now. Which is like, and that's hard because it's not one line. It arcs in a certain way. So it's fucking
She's also the only healer that has her own passive healing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. But again, like, Adam can heal himself when he does that flick thing. But
she actually has
what I mean is Mantis just standing just gains health over time, which is out of combat.
Well, she has an angry thing too, where she can get more health through that. But again,
she gets more health for that.
She has, but mobility is better off in this situation because she can just
But yeah, the stacking of the thing is a pretty decent.
That is nice.
Boost.
That is nice. Yes.
I like that a lot, actually.
Rocket Raccoon.
Rockets is a fucking shrimp.
Oh, hey guys, shut up.
Rocket's healing abilities will see some adjustments to enhance team survivability while balancing his mobility. All right, because I play Rocket a lot.
All right,
Sure.
before we do, we have to do the first one. We have to discuss first, and then you can read the rest of it. 'Cause
Yeah,
the first one requires some explanation.
it's a
Decreases
little
the healing
complicated. The first
area
one's a
of
little
parallel
complicated.
let me-
spheres from 70 health to 50 health, but adds a new effect of one-time healing of 55 health to allies hit. So I'm assuming that's a direct hit with the actual orb.
Yeah, you have
and
to
then
actually
projectile
hit
speed
them.
reduction increases from 4.5 meters to 7 meters per second.
Yeah. So basically,
That is if
you
you get
you heal less from just them being in the proximity of you, but you
Right.
get like a little burst healing if you do a direct hit.
Directly, yes.
And when the orbs are passing over you, they actually move faster now.
They don't slow anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
that
they
makes
move.
sense.
Well, they do slow, but not as much.
Yeah. All right. Extend cooldown for jetpack dash from 6 seconds to oh my god to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So now he can no longer just rat across
around,
the entire
Yeah,
fucking
you
map for
can't
no
just you
reason.
can't just piss off as easily.
And
Fuck
also,
you.
they reduced the distance to from 10 to 8 meters.
From 10 to-
Yeah,
Right.
The jetpack
Yeah,
just
exactly.
got shit on you.
Now,
All right,
Now here's where everything goes.
let it go.
Reduces CYA ultimate ability
Sia,
damage
Sia.
boost.
Whatever.
Sure, Sia.
Mm.
From 40 to 25.
Rough.
But adds a new effect during the ability
Here we go.
duration. Linked allies will receive an additional 100 bonus health per second. Capping
He
at
can
150.
heal now.
His ult actually heals. So
He
it's actually
heals
now more
now.
defensive too. After breaking the link, this bonus starts to fall off after 1 second at the rate of 75 per second. Additionally, increasing
Which
energy
is pretty
cost.
fast. That's
Okay,
pretty
so get it. So it takes you more time to get Rocket's ult, but his damage boost does go down. But now he gets to heal you for 100 health per second.
Yes.
And it caps at 150. So
Now-
you only get 150 health. Hold on, wait. Or do they mean? Hold on, what do you mean by
Well,
capping
basically,
150? Hold on, what do they mean
well,
exactly?
you are able to get 100. Well, basically, you are gaining at a rate of 100 per second, but you're only able to get at the most 150 additional bonus health alongside your normal health.
You're getting one.
Yeah,
So-
okay, but what
You're
I'm
getting
asking is,
overshield. You're getting overheated.
no, you're getting overshield, right? But what I'm saying
Yes.
is like, how do you get? How should I say this? Do you get 150 like after 2 seconds?
Well, you get 150 in 1.5 seconds, and it doesn't go up unless you start losing it.
Unless you
So
leave.
it should be
Unless
noted.
you leave the-
Yes,
unless you leave
he.
the circle. Unless
So
you
it
leave
should
the
be.
circle.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
unless you
wondering,
leave
like,
the
why
circle.
is it that they have it as like you get 100 bonus health per second? Why not just say you get 150 health over shield when it's ult up? Boom.
Well, you get 150. Well, it's in the. It's like it's a gradual increase. You don't just get it because you're consistently going to be gaining it while you're in it, but you can only get at max of 150. And if you start losing that, you then start gaining it back, and so on and so forth. Now,
it's because the way as long as you're linked, you're gonna gain up to that health.
Yeah.
So if you're already at max health in the ult, but then you take damage, you'll still be healing.
right now, the important thing to note, it's the kind of the joke of like, oh, his ult does healing now. Oh my god, it does not do close to as much healing as the other healing ults. Let's like that be
No.
very clear.
Luna's- yeah,
It does
Luna's
not.
He does the same. Well, it's 100 is the same healing rate as Loki's regeneration pads.
Yeah, the reason that's though important is that you're not only getting healing, you're also still getting a kind of notable damage boost, even if it's
Yes.
less now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're getting both. So,
Yes.
50% less, which is dramatic.
but that's still funny because the big meme was like, oh man, Rocket doesn't have a healing, so he's bad. But now he actually does do healing on his ult. So that's funny.
They had to reduce the healing buff because otherwise, then it would just be better Luna.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
no. If
and
he was
all
doing,
these
if he
have
did,
been-
if his healing was close to as good as some of the
'cause
others,
Luna's-
that'd be
'cause Luna's-
nuts.
Yeah, because Luna's damage buff is also 40%, but she doesn't heal while doing it.
Yeah, you
All
have
right.
to pick. You can't do
Okay, and a
both.
lot of these are
All
so
right,
before I
next-
guess the team abilities.
Yeah. Next is team up abilities. Arcane Order, Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch. The mystical duo is said to enhance their powers. As a team up anchor, Doctor Strange gains a maximum of 100 HP. Scarlet Witch unlocks a new magical mystic burst ability.
Yeah,
through her
unfortunately, it
team up.
doesn't explain what the thing.
Yeah, that's
yeah. Strange gets 100 health. We knew this.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's now
Emma-
at
Emma's getting 100 health. We knew this. Here's the interesting though. Look at Captain America's though. He doesn't just gain 100 health.
All right, stars aligned. A classic partnership now
up?
added strength. As the team up anchor, Captain America gains a maximum health of 100
Right.
and 5% boost in damage output. The
Crazy.
Winter Soldier unlocks a devastating stellar impact ability through his team up with Captain America. This
Well, I don't know what that
basically
is though, but like they just
it basically means that
Well,
the,
yeah,
that the mechanical terrorist known as as Winter Soldier can just dive, just dash to
Well-
just basically has the thing ability.
Yeah, we're still not 100% clear what all of the new team ups kind of work
Right.
are, and they don't really explain it in these patch notes because obviously it's a little hard to describe it in text like this. But yeah, so we don't know exactly what's going on. So obviously Scarlet's new ability, we're not 100% sure. Bucky's, Magneto's, and Psylocke's, we don't know. What we prominently know is that Doctor Strange, Emma at the start, so it doesn't really matter. And then I'm brain farting. Cap are all getting 100 extra health. So Strange is at 700, Cap is at 750, and
Right.
then Emma, I think based off of the trailer, is at 650.
Yeah, if she has her bonus health, Emma's base health is only 550, but then she gets 100 from the
Yeah.
team up.
bonus
But
650.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the extra little interesting thing is the fact that Cap also gets a damage boost, which is just
Right.
like, okay, all right.
Which I'm trying
So
to
that
figure
makes
out
him more
why, 'cause
toxic.
It doesn't do anything. It makes his melee attack now 42 instead of 40.
Yeah, but Captain America can actually span that out pretty like fast, rapidly.
Right,
he can do
yeah, 'cause
the
that's the-
punch and the
yeah, 'cause-
shield combo, and he can do that a lot when he does the shield and punch combo.
Yeah,
So
Right,
that's
because
why you want to do that.
It's always been the notable thing with Cap, whereas, it's the big meme of Captain America. You basically can't kill him, but he has an extremely hard time killing anybody.
Right.
So now he has a slightly easier time doing that.
when Bucky's around, yeah. Or I guess in general now.
Well, no,
Yeah.
in general. Yeah, in general.
yeah. All right, so we have a mental projection. Okay. Emma
Yeah,
Frost
That's
and
the,
Psylocke
that's the
Magneto,
Emma.
yeah.
That's the Emma
Yeah,
Frost
so-
team up.
Yeah, at this point,
Powerful
like,
Trio connects
there's not
Mind's
any
abilities.
more-
As the team up anchor, Emma Frost gains a maximum of 100 health. Okay, so yeah. Magneto receives a magnetic resonance ability through his team up with Emma Frost. Psylocke receives a soul resonance ability through a team up with Emma Frost.
We're just gonna have to wait and see for those.
Yes, okay. Oh, yeah, soul resurgence, not resonance, resurgence.
Yeah.
Adjusted or removed. So, ammo overlord. So Winter Soldier is removed from that shit. Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah, so this is
honestly,
all
I think
just
that,
the-
I think
the
that's a Bucky nerf, no matter fucking what. That's like,
Oh yeah, no. This is all just characters being removed or added or whatever the.
yeah.
Until we know what the Cap team up is, this definitely sounds like it's a Bucky nerf because who knows how good the Cap team up is? Who knows? Maybe the team up is cracked, but that team up with Rocket for Bucky was pretty good.
It was nuts. Infinite ammo. And then this one for Captain America, I think is way more defensive than offensive. But
It does sound like that because
Yeah, exactly.
based off of what we've seen, it does sound like it's predominantly just you jump to an ally, kind of like
Yeah.
the Thing. I don't know if there's any added effect to it beyond that, so it sounds like it's not really that important.
now
so
the
we'll
Luna
see.
Snow one is crazy to me because I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
Because Namor losing that slow squid is kind of crazy, but at the same
Well,
time,
hang
he gets a
on.
gamma one.
He gets
So
a
I'm like-
gamma one. What does that mean?
I fucking have
Your
I have no
mic,
idea.
your webcam died.
Oh, fucking me, dude. Oh, why? Yeah, it's doing that again. Okay, shit. Go ahead.
No visual stream.
Yeah, it does sometimes. I have no idea why it does that, but like it just turns off out of nowhere sometimes. It's weird as fuck. Dimensional shortcut, a temporal reconfiguration for these powerful souls. Psylocke has lost, so she's not part of them. Or not just
She
Black
can't
Panther
do
and
the
magic.
she can't do the portals with magic.
Right. Gamma charge. Now you have Namor instead. Namor now gains a gamma monstro ability through what I don't know what this is, bro. Like what?
Yeah,
the
so
fuck's a gamma
Strange.
monstro?
So Strange can't do the burst anymore, and Monstro is just the little squids. So instead of the ice squids, he gets a gamma squid, which I don't know exactly what that means, but based off of the trend of gamma overcharge, I'm assuming it just means that it does more damage than normal squids.
I think so too. Yeah.
I guess that's just all it really means, which
And does
does
it slow
sound
you
like
down?
it does sound like it's slightly worse because the slow effect of the Luna squids was really important.
But because I made the thing too is that because you have Luna, she's a support character, pretty strong support character people play on a regular basis, and she has a team up also. But with Hulk, he's getting buffed, but I don't know if Hulk's gonna be still viable in the top as a tank compared to, let's say, other tanks too now. Like it depends on if
mean,
you have Hulk.
We'll have to see where he lands now. But Hulk, he's still good, but he has had a small little decline recently.
I would say he has a pretty big one, but I mean,
he's still
like,
solid.
The thing
but,
just eats like I think the thing with all of his CC because the thing is really good into a lot of flankers or melee characters. Like he CCs the shit out of most of these guys. It's ridiculous.
The thing is definitely better overall. He's kind of almost taken the place of Hulk predominantly.
Really, I think he has.
So I mean, we'll have to see how much these buffs do for Hulk. Yeah, that'll probably put him on.
And then mind you, now Thor is also coming back out in the game because Thor has his shit. And now mind you, he's getting that team up nerf, but also.
Honestly, most people didn't really care too much about the team up because the Storm element of the team up was never really that big of a deal. And Cap, it was helpful, but you still have the same problem of Cap's not really killing a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, him losing the team up isn't really that big of a deal.
Okay, so Metallic Chaos, Scarlet Witch, Magneto, a disconnected in the family and synergy, right? So team up anchor enhanced effects for Scarlet Witch has been removed, along with the Metallic Chaos team up ability. Magneto loses the Metallic Fusion ability he had, right? So that's gone. And then
the rest of it is basically just both team ups are gone. That's what the rest of it is.
Pretty much, that makes sense. Okay. All right, so that's it. All right, nice. All right, so we'll roll through that we're gonna see a lot more of Fantastic and Scarlet Witch Joy.
Yay.
And we're gonna see maybe more Iron Man, more Human Torch penalty too. Honestly, I'm very surprised that they did not curtail Hela's damage. I'm very surprised they didn't do that shit.
No, the one thing that we should have seen is Spider-Man getting
and they buffed Hawkeye
neutered.
again. It's like,
I can't believe they didn't remove fucking Spider-Man from the game.
Shut up. But Hawkeye is actually, that's a pretty notable thing for Hawkeye. Hawkeye might reclaim his spot as one of the best characters again.
Yeah, he will.
Over Hela, I think right now it's probably impossible. I think she's probably the best character because again, her prime is just too strong. Her is way too strong. Like you just go dink dink and that's it, you're dead. And the story, fuck off from any range. Like, and she does it rapidly.
Hela is definitely still going to be pretty prominent. I do think her decrease on her getaway tool is definitely going to be a little bit of a hit, but she's still going to be very high.
Yeah, so absolutely she is. And they massacred my boy Starlord for some dumb reason. All right. So,
Reaper ability.
Yeah, because we're stupid. We didn't read proper.
Sure, fair enough. Yeah, but that ability is that's actually more important than you think. But so
it's definitely a bit of a nerf for sure.
Yeah. But okay.
They just want you to be closer to people, not just run into a crowd and just murder everybody.
As Star-Lord, bro, you're not 225. You're 250, dude.
I understand that, but
Star-Lord,
right, but that was the thing. You remember in that ability, you fucking
I would say he's way more of I would say he's actually probably more of a frontliner now a little bit because he just can't
get
out there.
Well, remember the problem is that in that ability you have iframe, so it's just fucking. They don't want you just running in.
No, you don't. Now that ability, you don't. You have you only get that when you're doing your
dodging.
That galactic shift. When you're dodging.